And you come in usually an inning or two, maybe max was the max you've thrown. But you're kind of like the de facto. I don't want to say there's no closer, but you're basically the closer, right? Like, yeah. Like you're like the guy who has the ball at the end of the game is the closer. Whether they want to be called the closer or not, you're the closer. You close the game on Friday. You're the closer. Do y'all embrace that? Is that something that y'all enjoy doing? Is it fun?
Yeah, it's pretty fun, but it's pretty taxing.
Yeah,
on the arm. Yeah, we're just always sore. But
hey, if you're a pitcher, and you're not sore, you're doing something wrong. I think
we talk about this all the time. I'm like, dude, I could never be a pitcher. I don't ever want to throw that hard on a daily basis.
Ever.
It seems awful.
I don't like to throw.
It's rough.
Like, my arm hurts in the outfield. I can't imagine throwing 100 pitches.
Well, Andy calls you. We can't even get through a first inning. He's like to the pin. You're like, ooh, time to boys get loose.
So what is the thought on that on Saturday? Right, you have starter in there. You expect the starter to at least go 5. You would hope, and then the starter goes in there. He doesn't record an out. He gets taken out after 15 pitches, and now you're like, oh boy, we had a bullpen, basically a half of a bullpen day on Friday, and now we have an entire bullpen day on Saturday. What's the mindset that goes into the pitching staff? Is like, okay, we got to figure this shit out.
Well, right there, we just needed someone to get in there and get people out, eat innings, basically, because obviously it would have been tough to piece together 7 more guys on Saturday. And Grant, give him credit, him and Ty really saved the bullpen on Saturday. They both went 4 innings. Grant had a little bit of trouble with his command early, but I thought he figured it out later. And then I thought Ty looked really good.
He looked great.
Finishing the game out. That was really good to see.
Jay said that don't be surprised if we see Blake throw tomorrow. Yeah. Which obviously, I'm not making fun of it, but over the last 3 games that you've pitched, at some point as a pitcher, you have to throw. Yeah. You have to throw to get some innings on the arm. Yeah. He didn't get through an inning, so that doesn't surprise me, but to me, that makes me feel like the Saturday rotation spot is going to be open for this weekend. There's a lot of guys. Dutton has been throwing very well. You mentioned a couple of the guys. Who's somebody that you wouldn't be surprised or shocked if they took over that Saturday role for this weekend?
I mean, Hasty was incredible.
You think him starting? I mean, I like him out the pen. I mean, that's another lefty out the pen too, right?
There's so many different guys.
Yeah,
he could just
sleeper. I think is the other transfer, Bryce Collins.
Yeah.
I see him. Going in there on Saturday.
He's the glasses, right?
Yeah.
He's the glasses.
It's so funny. We're throwing out all these names. For y'all, how cool has it been? Because that's not a normal thing in baseball, and it's definitely not a normal thing in college baseball. How cool has it been basically being like, hey, whoever gets the ball has probably got a good chance to go out there and succeed, and it's not literally like 3 or 4 guys just sitting at the back end of the bullpen waiting to get the ball just given to them by the starters. It's pretty much been all of y'all. How cool has that been knowing that whoever gets their number called right now, is probably going to go out there and get the job done?
It is pretty cool because in the beginning it was all talk about how our hitters are going to carry the team and stuff. So now every pitcher coming in who's being successful is pretty sweet and a big pride thing for us.
Yeah. I mean, y'all have been the surprise of the season, I would say. Before the year, like you said, it was a lot of the offense is going to carry. The bullpen was the question mark, and now it's been absolutely flipped. Offense has obviously been good. You see what they can do whenever they're playing right. But you boys have been the absolute stalwarts of the baseball team, and you talked about it a little bit pin dogs. You wanted that mentality going in, and it feels like it's carried over through the year, and it's the perfect time for y'all to get absolutely scorching.
Yeah.
Are y'all all real close? Is the bullpen close? Y'all hang out on the road trips and do stuff together, at home, away, y'all roommates? How does that? Because when you see success from a group of, whether it's football, a receivers group, or the quarterback room, or running back, or or baseball, and you have the bullpen or the starters or the offense, usually the team, those guys are close. They hang out together, they make fun of each other, they eat. Well, they do everything together, and that goes a long way on the field. Are y'all close? Is that something that y'all kind of have seen? Y'all have a lot of guys that are kind of bought in on this whole thing together.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we all. At practice, we're just together the entire time, so we're all obviously together every day. And then JK is just keep that chip on your shoulder all the time because obviously Dylan, Jacob, Cade, they're all great hitters. They're going to get the headlines, but if we just keep doing our job in the background, our team's going to win games.
How good is Dylan Cruz?
Oh my God!
I mean, that home run hit, not even the one to center over the hitter's eye was unbelievable, right? But The one he pulled the end
I
of the
talked
game.
about it to him because I don't know if did y'all get a view of like from I guess the center field camera of it? Like the pitch was like in his.
It wasn't
box.
a strike,
and he somehow hit this ball straight away left field. It wasn't even down the line either. I'm like, Jesus, you don't
He's
see.
unbelievable, huh?
There's been I mean, we've talked about it because it's pretty impressive. Like there's been a number of swings he's taken this year that you just really don't see that advanced of a swing in college baseball. Do you think other teams know it as well? Like when y'all watch him, obviously y'all see him every day. Do you think other teams like feel that same presence?
I think they definitely feel it because you could tell just every game they're pitching around him,
Yeah.
and then they make those mistakes, and then he sends them over the fence.
At this point right now, it seems like he's so hot that every time he gets in the box, I think he's in homer.
Yeah.
Like I really do. I mean, I
Pull
just
the yard card
yeah.
without fail.
I mean, it's just like, and that's a good feeling, especially even as a pitcher. Like if he's on my team, and I know that I'm on the mound, I know like anytime he's at the plate, I feel like he has a chance to
Change the game.
go way back. And so it kind of takes a little pressure off you. It's like, you know what? We have the ability to go out there and pitch how we want. We don't have to be perfect because we have the guys in the lineup to be able to go and score runs. That's got to help the mentality of the bullpen and of the starters, right?
Yeah. I mean, shoot, that's how I get all my wins. I just come in when it's tied and they come in and score.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Just
It's
snake
good
them,
for me.
baby.
Yeah, snake 'em.
Just snake them.
Do you feel like it's the opposite for you? Because obviously Dylan Cruz is very put together. Do you feel like people, I'm not making fun of you. I mean, you're fucking a baller. But do you think that because of the way that you're presented that they're like, dude, they don't think I can shove and you go lights out?
Oh, yeah. Especially from the fans, too. Just hearing it from them. They're like, are you a manager? Or like,
It's the craziest thing you've heard on the road in the SEC.
Yeah.
I know it gets crazy. Like what's the wildest thing you've heard? Yeah.
The nicknames are pretty sweet. I got Meatloaf one time. That
Nice.
was a good one.
Hey, you appreciate that though, right? You
Yeah.
appreciate
That's the thing,
funny
he owns
like
it.
this stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I make friends with all the fans. At first, they're just yelling at me, and then I just start talking to them, and then we become
That's
friends.
how you do it.
And then I end up signing their autographs and stuff, so like, it
Meatloaf.
works out.
Arkansas
Yeah.
loved him.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet they did. Those Arkansas fans are ruthless.
I know.
They are tough. We had I'm not gonna say names, but we had gotten walked off at Arkansas, and they were like pouring beer out of the suites onto our family. Right, it was not good.
Oh wow.
And so then they had this grown man, was talking shit to one of our assistant coaches.
Whose phone is that? Your phone?
What?
It's vibrating the whole time.
Okay, I'll put it here. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, nice spot. Good for you.
And here he is.
And they had this guy, and he was a
text you right
grown-ass
now.
man. He probably had an 8-year-old kid right next to him. And this guy is leaning over the dugout, and he is screaming. He is basically motherfucking our assistant coach. Now, our assistant coach, who's no longer obviously at LSU, responded, and he responded directly to the kid, and not cursing the kid out, but basically saying, hey, your dad is an embarrassment, and hope you don't turn out to look like him. Now he said some other choice words.
That was a very nice way of putting
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
but like it was like I'm like this kid's 8 years old. He's watching his dad. He's supposed to be his role. They're ruthless, dude. Ruthless. Mississippi State's ruthless too.
Yeah.
But y'all play at Mississippi State this year, right?
Yeah.
Y'all beat the
Yeah.
brakes off of
Yeah.
them though, so it didn't really.
They were
couldn't
nice
really
then.
say- Yeah.
We were whooped on them, but
They were
Yeah.
begging for mercy.
How's your? I haven't missed their new stadium. How is it?
Oh, it's sweet. That's definitely the coolest stadium I've ever played in.
Is
I mean,
it?
other than the Astros Stadium, which is
Right.
that was just like the environment there is like it's insane. They had their 7th largest crowd, I think, on Saturday when
Wow.
we beat them 4-3, and that was like I think that was like our bullpen coming out game.
Yeah.
We stranded like 14 runners or something like that, and I mean that was a blast.
Are you all
I
peeking in
loved
the
it.
suites? I mean, there's been some nefarious things that goes on up there. You're kind of
I
looking
heard.
around.
You know what I am sensing? You know what's really cool though? I am sensing from everyone that's walked in here that's come on. is They all like a nice crowd to play in front of.
They do.
This team likes a nice crowd.
I know,
to
and
play in front of.
I've been talking about trying to get packed the box. Jay said it today when he interviewed. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, y'all are in prime position to host a regional, right? Y'all have now. I know we don't want to look too far ahead. Like Jay doesn't want to talk too far ahead. Like you have 2 SC series left. Southeastern's is a big game, right? Like this is. I don't talk much about midweek games, but they're good. They're the #1 team in their division or in their conference, and now with these last 8 games of the season, every game is going to go towards the RPI and it's going to go to hosting. Y'all have put yourselves in a position to. You have a chance to catch Arkansas. Chance, obviously, it's there's 6 games left. I think they're 2 games ahead of y'all plus a tiebreaker. But regardless, if the top 3 teams in the SEC are all going to be hosts, right? And so if you end up second in the West and number 3 in all of the conference, like you have a chance to host a Super. And the fans should not wait to come to the regionals and super regionals. Let's try to make it come for the next 2 series and the next 4 home games, and let's just try to make sure that you are hosting postseason baseball. How much do y'all feed off of the fans, and how much do y'all enjoy having the fans there? Because you talked about on the road, when the people start talking shit to y'all, you enjoy it, right? I'd love to be at home and allow our fans to start talking shit to the other team. That'd be great.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
I mean, you feel the energy, right, as players?
Yeah. Especially after like a big out in an inning or something, and we go crazy. Like it's just really fun.
Basically, what he's asking is like the weather's warming up, the shorts are getting shorter, and school's almost out. How excited are y'all?
Yes.
To be in a place and be able to see have buzz in the stadium before the game even starts.
Well, this is like you said, this is the most fun I've ever had playing baseball in my life. So, like, when I got out there, like, the first game against Maine, I was blown away by how many people care about baseball here. And now I'm hearing season gets later, more people are going to come, it gets warmer. I'm excited, I think.
Wait till y'all get postseason in the box.
Yeah.
And then y'all show up to the game, and people are tailgating even more than they have been. And it's a fun atmosphere. Are y'all done with school, or are y'all in finals right now?
Finals week this
Finals
week.
week.
Then it's,
As I said, school's almost
once
out.
y'all are done with school, that's great. Like that is the fun times. That's when y'all don't have any other responsibility other than playing baseball. So that's a good moment. What was something that, and we kind of talked a little bit about last interview that we had, but coming in, what was something that you were looking forward to? Like, what did you, I guess, set your expectations at? And has playing here in Alex Box exceeded, underperformed, overperformed, or right at your expectations of, like, what you were anticipating playing baseball here?
I'd say it's right at the expectation right now. Just I've heard about the crazy crowds and all that stuff, and I wanted that, and I got it, and I really enjoyed it, and it's been a good time here.
But,
Real quick. Yeah, I muted myself. I thought Jay Johnson was coming. What was, actually, speaking of Coach, what was the reason that you felt like obviously you followed him here, Jacob Berry followed him here. What was his kind of message to you to make you want to, was it more him selling LSU or more him selling himself and what he can do with the program? Not to be serious.
you're stupid.
What?
He sent me a text message, hey, hello, it's me. Can you feel me?
Because
I put the phone in my friggin'.
That's what he was doing over there.
Yes.
No, back.
Sorry, go ahead.
It was a little bit of both.
Where's your phone? What's your number? No.
Get out of here.
It was a little bit of both. He basically just.
See, you lost his train of thought. That's your fault.
He's wearing a Sublime shirt. What do you think
That's your
happened?
fault.
But he was just talking about how the people we have and basically wanted to win a national championship as always. But I really think we can, and that was a big reason why I wanted to come over. And who doesn't want to win a national championship? So.
No doubt. And who? Well, I guess you're in Arizona, so the weather's great there too. So it's a little different hot over there than it is here.
Yeah, they both. They both suck.
Would you rather, the dry heat or humidity?
I don't know, man. Like neither.
So you want to be in San Diego?
Like,
That's where you want to be in San
Diego.
Yeah, you want to be in
cool breeze.
Fresno.
Fresno gets hot.
Yeah,
That
and
sucks,
cold.
too.
And cold, right?
Decently cold.
No, because doesn't NorCal get kind of colder?
Well,
in the winter?
it's Central California. It's right in the
I guess Fresno
in the
is
freaking
Central.
valley.
See, that shows you how much. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The heat funnels in there.
Yeah. It's,
You
Yeah.
get no signal entourage.
yeah.
There we go. Has Jay changed his personality at all, or is he the same guy that he was at Arizona as he is here? Like, has he adjusted anything? Has there been maybe not necessarily personality, but the way he manages a baseball game? Has anything changed as far as like how he was at Arizona now?
He's the same dude. Like 5-hour games and long. Long games and long
loves the
pitchers
meetings. Hey,
and-
because he knows I don't like the hitters meetings. I've told him that I'm like, hey, I don't.
I don't think you told him. I think he was.
No,
just
I told him. I said,
Yeah, I think
I
he
told him. I
just
said when
found
I
out.
was a hitter, like when I'm on deck, like I have my mentality. Like I don't. So he knows it, and he like made a joke about it today. That he, had a hitters meeting, but he likes to have. He likes to go out there. He likes to have his. I feel like he likes to touch everything, right? Like he goes up there. He has the meetings with the pitchers before, not just when he makes the pitching change, right? Like he likes to do that. Which do y'all like that, or would you rather talk to pitching coach when he comes to meet with you, or would you? I'm not gonna get you in trouble. But like some guys, like, hey, I want to talk to the pitching coach who's like is with me, or they like to talk to the FA and let him make the decision.
I mean, I don't really have a preference. They both pretty much, hey, slow the game down, take a deep breath, relax, compete, go after
Throw
the
harder.
Like,
Does he say anything? Does he ever come there and say anything funny and make you laugh, or is he always super intense?
Grant Taylor said when he went out there to visit him, I think it was either the first or the second inning on Saturday, he said, I'm not taking you out of this game, so you're just going to have to figure it out.
That's good.
Because it has to feel that way every time he comes out, right? We're
Yeah.
like, oh, he's giving me the yank, like he's got the leash on me.
Well,
But
usually when the
sometimes-
manager
yeah.
goes out, they're making
Yeah.
a change, but
Well,
he doesn't.
but
do
he
that.
plays it so like close to the vest, like he goes out there, he acts like he's talking to him, and he's like, oh, and by the way, you're fucking yanked.
He
He
does.
gives you the hook.
Yeah.
So he doesn't tell you already when he gets there, like, hey, I'm taking you out, but we need to have this conversation, so like give the guy more time. He doesn't tell you until the last minute. Is that or
He'll
does
just
he?
be like, what do you got? And
No, he tells me right away. He's like, his famous line. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Paul, but you're a big boy. You're going the next 2 games." He's like,
Oh, so he tells
he's
you.
like, your body's meant for it. Yeah. He's like, we need you for the next 2 games. I'm like, okay.
Okay, cool. Whatever you need, coach. I'm doing it. Can we get his pants? Can we change his pants?
Dude, that's the same thing.
I mean, those things are parachute pants,
They're
right?
They're sweatpants. What's wrong with that, dude?
He's
So
got
y'all
He's
had this
comfortable.
conversation.
Yeah, but they're sweatpants. But like they're jogger sweatpants that are too baggy.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
He's got the stirrups going, too.
Yeah, he
down
does.
there. You can see. Oh, yeah.
Should he go pants up?
No.
no, it's definitely not doing that.
No. The long pants. He probably needs the long pants.
Why do you say that? His dick's so big.
That's definitely not why I was saying that. I mean, Jesus.
So back on
That
to
was
the topic.
aggressive.
Anyways,
Christ.
I mean,
Oh, some people.
because I'm not even gonna entertain that right now.
You're
You want the
unbelievable.
pants to
You're
be
gonna
down
text him
because
too?
I guess unbelievable.
You're unbelievable.
You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
Hey,
No.
Sunday.
I got a question for y'all. Since y'all, we talked about the heat here. Neither one of y'all are Louisiana natives. What is it? What's been like the biggest change for y'all coming here outside of like maybe the weather a little bit? Like what's different? Culture shock, something that you like, something that you're not used to. What's been different
food.
for you here? The food. What's been different for you here?
For me, the biggest thing is how much everyone cares about LSU. It's like back home we have North Carolina, NC State, ECU. Like they have fan bases, but it's nothing like this.
Right.
This is insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Like NC State went to the College World Series and last year, and I don't think. I mean,
They
there
got
was
screwed.
buzz.
They got screwed.
Yeah, they
last
did.
year.
My buddy was going to be the starting pitcher of that third game. when
I
they
can't.
got
They should have won. They would have won it. I think they would have won it.
too.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel bad for those guys, but no, it's like they went to the College World Series and there was a little bit of buzz, but nothing like here. Like we'll be playing a midweek game and there's more people than.
Hey, I'll say this: when y'all make it to Omaha, when you get there, you think there's buzz here. All of the fans up there in Nebraska are fans of LSU. So like, you'll have the entire. It's gonna be. You think there's a lot of buzz here? Wait till you make it there. There's a ton of buzz up there.
Yeah.
What about you? What's the biggest thing? Like, what was the biggest adjustment you had to make moving from Arizona to Louisiana? I was gonna get there. I was gonna get there.
First, how much green there is.
Oh, green, yeah.
I was at a desert, but
Not that green.
Oh.
Jesus.
I just knew he was
I know.
going to do it too.
Promo code 2001.
Jesus.
that was my fault.
A hanger, coach.
Yeah, but then, what he said, basically just how
Yeah.
much everyone cares, and it's crazy how much the football games were crazy. 'Cause,
Right.
Like Arizona, they won
They-
their first game in like 4 years.
Stinky.
Yeah, it's stinky. Yeah, but here it was pretty crazy. The tailgates. and stuff.
Are y'all football fans? Like, do y'all like football? Like, as like a just why? Some people, like a lot of baseball players I play with, just don't like football. Which I don't. I mean, I grew up football. I don't know how you don't like football, but down here you have to.
Yeah.
Like, you're a
Yeah.
football fan.
Or
Are
you
you a
say
football
don't
fan?
like it. I've seen a lot of guys just like don't really care.
Yeah, no interest in it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
which is okay.
I love it. I like it
he
more
loves
since
it.
I came here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always play fantasy football with my buddies. Like,
Who's your team? You have a team that you're a fan of?
well,
Or
the
is it
Panthers always sucked growing up. So
Good. That's okay. You can.
I'm a
we don't-
Patriots fan. I was 7 years
Okay.
old. They were 12-0, and I was like, I'm
Yeah.
a Patriots fan.
There you go.
Him and I saw a Panthers game.
Oh, is
last
that the
year.
year that
We did. They
lost
beat the
Super Bowl?
shit out of the friggin'
New York Giants?
Yeah.
So me
Tough
and
year.
Randy
let me
Moss.
tell you how minor league baseball is. How great,
Tom Brady.
how locked in we were last year. Me and him. So I was in AAA in Charlotte, and the Saints played they're playing against the Panthers, right? It's like the
12 o'clock start, right?
yeah, 12 o'clock start, third weekend, or 1 o'clock starts Eastern time.
Yeah.
And they moved our game to 6 because so that they could have both, whatever. And we had a show and go, no BP or anything. So I go to the game.
Yeah.
On game day that I'm playing. So we go, me and Jared go, and we had a couple drinks at the game.
It just so worked out that they were at home and we were playing in Gastonia.
Yeah.
So like we were right down the street from. So we were like, I'm going to this game. I don't
So
care
my
what
brother-in-law, my bud, they're all in town for like the weekend. Like, hey, let's go to the game. Had a few drinks. First at bat, homer, no big deal. No big deal. I came back. I showed up into the locker room, and like the Saints, they're losing. They played terrible. Like everybody's watching football. Like nobody gives a shit about baseball at that point. Everybody's watching fantasy, doing whatever. So I come in like all this energy, like feeling good about myself. Had a couple
Hammered.
drinks. Come in there. Everybody's looking at me like, hey, bro, you going to be good for the game? I'm like, I'm great. First at bat homer. And everybody's like, I need to start fucking drinking. I need to start drinking before the game, man, if that's the case. But yeah, man, it's a fun, like,
That's
football
awesome.
here is like it's a whole different animal than other places. Did y'all grow up fans of baseball? Or did baseball, being good at baseball end up turning you into a baseball fan? Or did y'all grow up watching and wanting to emulate somebody or anything like that?
Oh, I told you I
Ron
grew up
Beck.
a Tigers fan. My dad's from Detroit, so that's how I figure out I didn't even know you played at LSU. I just knew you from the Detroit
That's
Tigers.
fucking unbelievable.
But
Love that.
the first game,
You
I
see me knock
watched.
a
Yeah,
home
but-
run over the fence?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I actually did. I cussed you out when you did.
Yeah.
Fucking Mahtook.
My ages 10 through 14, I was biggest Tigers fan in the world. I watched every game. That's weird. Those were fun years. But 2006 ALCS,
Yep.
Maglio Ordonez walk-off home run was the
Yep.
first game I ever watched
Wow.
Fun fact: this dude, like every World Series winner, like ever,
from every year.
like every quiz.
Oh.
Like right now,
Really?
like you can just rattle them all.
Yeah,
From
So
from,
I
from
Like
every
guess
year?
a year.
From
If
how
I
long?
had- if I had to-
1986.
most of the years.
1994.
There was no World Series. in that.
God,
Oh my God!
I was
You see how
trying.
quick that was?
Yeah.
2012.
Giants.
That's
Giants.
Giants.
I
I
knew
don't
that
know
one.
how you do this.
1990
How did
They
you
beat
get
the
this?
Tigers.
Yeah, I know, but how did you get to this point of like knowing?
Well,
it
I was
quick?
homeschooled until 8th grade, so
So you
instead
didn't
of
really
having,
do,
Yeah, I
you didn't
didn't
do
do
any
work.
school. Yeah.
He goes to having friends.
I had this giant book.
Linda Code was your homeroom teacher.
I had this giant book called The Timeline History of Baseball, and I just read that.
The
Wow.
baseball
Bible that
almanac.
thing. He was like, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna know every
Wow.
I
number.
remember like every World Series.
Did you
win
grow up
ever.
a fan? Baseball?
Yeah.
So you're worried
just-
about finals then?
My older
probably a
brother
little
always
bit.
played too. He's 2
Giant?
years older.
You're a Giants fan?
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
And my
Doyer?
Doyers?
my brother's best friend, his dad was a bullpen catcher for the Dodgers.
Okay, cool.
So growing up, so I always got free tickets to the game.
Oh,
Always,
nice.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour drive, so it's like.
Well, that's a good team to be a fan of.
Yeah.
They're always good.
Yeah.
They're always solid.
Yeah.
Can't win the big one though.
They did,
Not last year.
but they did win one.
Did
What
they?
is Lloyd talking about right now?
The Dodgers? Or did
Ask
they,
him.
They
Yeah,
get
Yeah, hey, what year?
Ask him. What year did they win it?
COVID year, 2020.
Oh, Mickey Mouse. Not a real championship.
That's the bubble.
Yeah, bubble. That's what I'm saying. Same thing.
Mickey Mouse.
And Gibson won the MVP in '88 when they won. yeah, one at that.
I'm trying to think. 2002.
Angels in 7 against the Giants.
Oh, that was the year of the. Remember?
That was the rally monkey.
Rally monkey.
That was the rally monkey. I forgot. Wow.
This
In
was-
2000.
This
impressive.
was his icebreaker when he got here.
He's literally spitting them out.
I know all that. That's how he made
He's
friends.
spitting them out like that, dude.
2003 was the Marlins, right?
Josh Beckett MVP.
Yep,
He was a big
2004.
game in Game 6.
2004.
Red Sox in 4.
Yep. And 4? I thought they came back.
2009.
Oh, no.
They
2009.
swept
They
the
swept.
Cardinals. They came back from 3-0 against the
The
2009.
Yankees.
Yankees, that's right.
2009.
That was the the
Yankees
CS.
beat the Phillies.
Yankees.
Wow, this is incredible.
This is unbelievable.
Hideki Matsui was in
1977.
Hideki,
That was the first year of the new stadium.
I don't even know
No,
this
no,
one.
no.
do you know Hideki had a huge porn collection?
Do not-
See, all brains
just made that up.
differently. Nope. Google it. Google it. Google it. Google it.
What did y'all give him this morning? He is off the racks over here, man.
He asked me specifically for Vyvanse this morning. Didn't give it to him. I
know.
refused.
You take 5 minutes to get upset. That's what you used to do when you played. You'd wait until the end, and then so you played pissed off. That's
What?
crucial strategy.
I took Vyvanse early.
I know. So you'd wait for the come down.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you could play.
I'll
so
play
you'd
better
be a little
pissed off,
angry.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. I talk shit to everybody.
He does have a large, massive
Keep going.
golf film collection. Yes.
Wow.
Lloyd, let me ask you this. How in the hell did you find that out?
So he finds it.
He has. I don't know.
I don't know.
A beautiful mind. 1988.
I already told you that. Dodgers, Gibson, home run.
I just want to make sure.
He got. I did stump him. I think.
Yeah, 77. I think 76 was Reggie Jackson with the homers.
When was the Kirk Gibson?
He just did
88.
that. 88.
Oh,
Listen.
my bad. That was the
Yeah,
whatever. The torn ACL.
I believe that was 88.
1999.
99. That was Yankees' second year of their three-peat. They beat the Braves.
It's like he goes into a different, like your eyeballs.
I know.
He gave me 99. He gave me the answer, and he gave me like the previous 3 years.
It's the hangover meme.
It's
of
unbelievable. Do you have any
uh,
cool talents like that?
Nah. I was a public school kid.
I went to high school.
Oh man, that's
You
unbelievable.
say it twice, like I don't believe you now. I did go to school.
Yeah.
DJ
I
said,
had
watch this
friends.
man. Yeah. Oh, it's cool.
Yeah. I was a cool kid.
I love it.
2011 was with the Giants too. No,
Cardinals,
They were
David
they were
Freese.
even years.
That was
Oh,
David Freese.
that's right. Who did the Giants beat? The
Rangers,
Rangers
in
in
10.
12,
They were
right?
ten-
Oh,
Oh,
10,
10.
10.
Tigers in
14.
12.
In
Royals
10.
in 14.
I went to the only game that the Rangers won in the 2010 World Series in New York, in Texas.
Game
We
3.
had my roommate at the time. His dad was old teammates with some guy who had worked in the front office. Got his tickets. It was the day after Halloween. The baseball team when
he
I was
always
here.
gets choked up telling the story.
When I was here, definitely not choked up. Always had we had a banger Halloween party. Always. Hopefully y'all do the same.
We had fun on Halloween.
Okay, perfect. Love that. What did you dress up as?
I just wear a John Morant Murray State jersey. It's pretty fire.
Okay, what did you dress up as? You seem like you're a Halloween guy.
Halloween.
October 31st every year.
We had an inner squad on Halloween, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes. They
What?
try to-
They contain
That's
us
how it
at
usually
that.
goes. They
Yeah.
try to
And then
reel
Jay-
it in a little
We had
bit.
morning lift the next morning.
Yeah.
intentional.
Oh.
They contained us.
Oh, that's tough. We weren't contained. We got banged up, and we were all living. This is my sophomore year. We were all living. Actually, going into my junior year, we were living all together. Me, my buddy, and then his buddy that we're riding. We're all riding together. Had to drive to Lafayette, and we had to wake up at like 6 a.m. And we woke up. I just got in the shower. He opened the bathroom. He was like, "Hey, can you drive?" All right, I'll drive. And so I'm like, yeah. So we're all three like sitting here, like looking out the window, like making sure that we're good. We get to Lafayette. We meet his dad. His dad drives us. 10 minutes into the car ride, all of us out for 6-7 hour drive. And his dad kept like slamming the brakes to try to wake us up. Nobody was budging.
Halloween
And then
was
we-
good for you or what?
Halloween was great. And then we went to the game, the World Series game, and I'm sitting in there, and like we were locked in because it was the game. Like we were ready to watch the World Series. We watched the first 3 innings, and then we started falling asleep. So I'm at a World Series game. I'm dozing off in the stands. I'm like, this is not how I envisioned this going. But that was the only World Series game I've ever been to. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play in one. No, college World Series, not Major League World Series. But hopefully y'all can have a college World Series. Some games going on. I've never played in the new stadium. I heard it's great. Here it's great.
No.
Did you go? You
It is great.
were in Omaha,
Yeah, you
right?
played last year.
You've been there. Yeah. Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
You beat Ole Miss. You need to beat them again this weekend. 3
We do.
times.
We do.
3 times.
He shoved against Ole Miss. He got
Great.
the win.
Maybe. Are you going to get
Yeah,
to start
I-
on Saturday?
Rumor.
Hey.
I wish, but
Maybe. Right? Maybe.
He started in inner squad. He shoved like every time.
I mean, you were a starter at Arizona?
no.
No?
He had 3 starts, 2 wins, right?
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've ever gone?
It's a personal question.
He is on point every time. Can't sneak anything by him.
He hasn't missed a barrel.
No,
all
has
show.
not missed one barrel.
But 2 pitchers here, too.
Wow.
Before. And
Bef-
Hours. With Jay Johnson, you never know.
Yeah.
4 innings. Okay.
In college, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe a piggyback thing. I don't
will
know.
not be
I'm just
starting.
curious. I don't. What?
I will not be starting.
You're the closer. You're the closer.
Do you think that they'll ever use you in Jay came on earlier and he mentioned kind of a little bit of what the Tampa Bay Rays do. Do you ever think that would be a thing where you come in for 1-2 innings to start a game?
No,
No?
never. JK said there's no chance I'll ever start a game.
How do you like JK? How is him? You said that was a big reason why you care. How is he as a pitching coach? I've met him a couple times. He seems awesome. I don't really know him more than just the passing by and the conversations I had. But as a pitcher, how is he able to relate to you, and how is he able to get through to y'all?
Go ahead. I mean, they're boys. Like JK and Cooper, are like homies.
That's your homie?
Yeah. But yeah, he's just a really cool dude just for that,
Yeah.
like the relationship wise, just being able to talk to him and feel comfortable talking to him. And pitching wise, he was good mentally is his big thing. I feel like not a big like
I love that.
fundamentals and mechanics because it's you're in college.
Yeah. At some point, your fundamentals are what they are.
Yeah.
Unless you're completely whacked out.
Which he has helped some dudes with that, but like
Yeah.
most of us have it. I feel like pretty locked in, and so he's been pretty big for us, and just how to pitch to different people and pitching backwards and all that stuff. So he's been a big help for that.
I think
That's
that's like
enough. Don't give away all the secrets.
That's like the common theme, I feel like, with the staff. At least, I don't know. Really, the only guys I know are pitching coach and Jay. Really, the only two. But Jay talks about mentality and mindset all the time. And you said he talks about it. What is JK's, like, philosophy? I know you said mindset, but what's his philosophy as a pitching coach? Like, what does he preach the most?
They're just a bunch of, what does he say? Joes?
Yeah,
Just-
Joe's and Johnny's.
Joes and Johnny, just like,
Johnny
they're
and
like,
Joes?
who cares who's in the box? Just
Love
pitch
that.
the same
Attack
way.
him.
Yeah.
And on the other side, that's how I approach it as a hitter. Like, I think it doesn't matter who's pitching. Like, what does he throw? How hard does he throw? What do I need to expect to see? And then that's it. Like, if you worry about who's pitching, you already lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm facing Justin Verlander, and I'm like, damn, I got to face Verlander. I'm doing this. Like, well, I'm already lost. But if I think, okay, this guy throws 97, has some ride on his fastball, has a big breaking ball, okay, this is what I have to lock in on and focus on that, it makes the game a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about, overthinking things or trying to do too much, I guess. I love that.
Yeah, for me, it was just like simplifying it. Like hitter knows, I know, everyone in the stadium knows I'm throwing him a fastball. So if he can hit it, most of the time
You can
this
name
year,
it.
they haven't been able- Yeah.
And that's what I like that, because a lot of guys at the bullpen, you, Raiselman, like, they throw majority heaters,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter. Like, hey, this is what I'm throwing. I'm going to throw it. I'm going to locate it. If you can hit it, good luck.
But that all comes back to what he talked about earlier too, when he said pitching with conviction is the biggest thing that you can do. It's not
Right.
you can have the best stuff ever, but if you don't believe you can get hitters out pitch to pitch with whatever you're throwing, like, really won't matter
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
And this
it's
is
pretty
what we're
cool
talking
to
about
have
Blake Money, because last week we had talked about him, like, hey, you want to talk to him? What would you tell him? He said, "What? His stuff's good. He doesn't have conviction behind his pitches." I told him he needs to throw with more conviction. And I'm like, okay. Then he doubled down on it on the broadcast. Like, they interviewed him, and he said, "What did you tell Blake Money?" I said, "Look, his stuff's good. You just have to throw with conviction." And he wasn't. I didn't feel like he was throwing with any conviction at all. So I took him out. And then that's when I brought the question. And he's like, "Yeah, I would expect him. I would expect him to throw tomorrow and whatever." But that's got to be at some point. You, as a bullpen guys, you have to be like, all right, somebody on the weekends got to give us some extended innings if you want to make that run deep into the postseason, right? And like, I think that some guys are stepping up, and what I've noticed or what I've seen in the past in postseasons, like, you have, like, Mikhail's been great,
Yeah.
right? Like, Mikhail has, like, I'm proud of Mikhail. I'm happy for Mikhail because he's had, like, some rough go of it. He's had some adversity in his life, and he's come out and he's balled out this year, and he's been, like, needed because we don't have any other starter really that has, like, taken those reins, and he's done it. But what I've noticed in the past is teams that make runs, like, you don't necessarily have to have 3 established guys through the entire year, but you have to have at least 2 good starters going into the postseason. And some teams make runs with guys coming out the last 3 weeks of the season, figuring it out. And hey, you got the Saturday start, you threw it really well. Okay, another Saturday start, threw it well. Tournament, well, okay, now you're rolling, and you got hot at the right time. And I feel like this rotation is kind of setting up that way. Like somebody's going to step up in that Saturday rotation, going to throw this Saturday, and he's going to pitch really well, and maybe go 5-6 innings. You're like, oh shit, okay, something clicked there, and then do it again, and then do it again. Like, okay, now we're good. Because Skip Bertman, have y'all met Skip? Has Skip been around?
Yeah.
So Skip's great. Just like talk about someone going to the mound and talk about funny shit. Like, what were some of the stories he would say? Didn't he say? We talked about this the other day.
Spot?
We talked about this the other day. He said something about like he went to the mound and he said he went to the mound. This guy struggled, and he said, "Give me the ball." Give me the ball. He said, "Look, it's not your fault. This is my fault. I shouldn't have recruited you to come here. I shouldn't have put you in here. You weren't ready for this." Like stuff like that, right? But Skip always used to say you need 2.5 starting pitchers to win the World Series. You need Friday, Saturday guy, a guy who can take you, like you can lock in on. You need a half pitcher on Sunday who can get you 4 or 5 and let the bullpen offense take care of that, right? And because when you get the postseason, if you do things the way you're supposed to do and you win, those 2 starters are going to be like, you're not going to need that third starter really. In Omaha, you win the first 2, you get 3 days off. Yeah. So everybody can continues to kind of like rotate in. Who do you think, if y'all had to pick right now, right? And obviously you don't know. Who would you think, okay, this guy, I can see this guy figuring it out and stepping up and being that Saturday guy?
Riley Cooper.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Are you trying? Are you campaigning hard?
He drops hints.
He does. You do.
He just drops hints.
You tell Jay, hey JK, put me on the bump.
I'm like, hey,
Let me
I
start.
can go long.
I can go 6.
I can last.
Especially
You can't even say that with a straight face.
Look, you got him. You poisoned the
I'm a
mind.
new best friend.
You poisoned the mind. What do y'all like to do off the field? Like when y'all at home?
I can guess.
Jesus,
What?
I don't want you to guess.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I don't want you to
guess.
guess. What do y'all like outside of baseball? Like, what do y'all do like to escape from it? Anything?
just like play video games.
Video games.
Watch
You boys live
baseball.
together?
Y'all act like y'all
Y'all
are.
live together? No.
No.
I live with Cade Doty and Trey Shaker.
Okay.
Nice. Who's your roommates?
Jacob Berry and Gio.
Oh, nice.
Is Barry
Heard Gio's
talking
funny.
Yeah.
Is
Is
Gio
Jacob
funny?
talking at home?
Yeah. Does Jacob talk?
Yeah.
Is he?
He's a talker.
Is he?
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he's like,
Yeah, he's like a robot though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay.
He's like, even though he walks to the
Tell him I
batter's
called him.
box, it's like
Tell him I
slow as
called
hell.
him Lance Berkman. It's basically.
He is Lance Berkman.
He is Lance Berkman.
He has no swag,
Yeah.
but he can bang.
That's true.
Zero
He's the
swag.
quietest banger there
Yeah.
is, bro. Yeah,
He's got the
never
custom
seen
cleats
Great
going
roommate.
now.
That
Yeah.
doesn't count. Everybody, that doesn't count.
He had all white cleats, and I was like, who,
He doesn't do that?
Who are you?
no, who is this kid? He's just a stock dude, but he had white cleats.
He's
on.
like, what do y'all have back there? Just give it to me.
Yeah.
Generic number 1 on MLB The Show.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I'm surprised he wears batting gloves. Like,
you do. Moises Alou.
yeah.
Peel
Yeah,
the hands.
I don't know how people who don't wear batting gloves are psychopaths. I have no idea how they can hit with no batting gloves.
I don't.
And
I've
college
never,
is one
I've never
thing.
seen one of them that does it that can't hit. They all can.
I know. If you hit with no, yeah, if you have no batting gloves on, you probably can hit,
Yeah.
no doubt. How is Jacob? Is he gonna be all right? I know. I talked to Jay a little bit about it. He said it's kind of a pain tolerance thing for him. It's like a hairline fracture
I
on his
think
finger.
so.
He's gonna be all right.
Oh yeah.
He'll figure it out,
Yeah,
huh?
I'll talk to him.
Yeah, talk.
Call him right now.
Yeah.
We'll get some treatment. We'll put some ice on, ice and stem, elevate the finger.
Yeah.
Do
Rice.
something. Some rice?
Right. Well, that's what it's called. Riced. What? It's rest, ice, compression, elevate.
That's, I've never heard that in my life.
What?
I've never-
What? Yeah. Well, that's you. I don't know.
I've never heard that.
He's never heard that. I've never heard that.
My
You
dad's
heard
a
that?
doctor, so you should probably take heed. If
You
you
should
ever
have
get
joined the
hurt.
family business.
I tried. They wouldn't let me in.
I wonder
I
why.
smoked pot with Johnny
They
Hopkins.
used to have the they used to have the old school treatment. You know what the old school treatment was? 6-pack of beer in the shower. You
That's
have
not
to,
old school at all.
No, let me finish. You put the guy with the pitcher, so he's a righty, he put his arm up in the shower, have a hot shower, drink the beer until his arm fell asleep.
Oh my God.
And then he'd go down, he'd tingle it out, and he'd do it all over again. Like 3 or 4 times they said, and that it would like increase the blood flow. I'm like, okay, well that doesn't seem like that works very well.
Going
But these guys threw, but they also didn't throw as hard. They threw 85 miles an hour back in the
87.
Yeah, maybe. They didn't throw hard at all.
88.
Are y'all concerned at all with maybe a little bit of fatigue coming out of the bullpen, or do you think that? I mean, because he goes early. But are y'all?
He's
good
got a
there?
quick trigger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he's got a like. I thought we were talking about this week. We were texting. I was like, I thought he was gonna let Dutton go. Like I know Dutton got hit pretty hard, but like he was getting out. I know it was they were
Loud
getting
outs.
unlucky, some loud outs, but like sometimes you get through those first couple innings and you settle in. Like especially with the bullpen being overworked, I thought for sure gonna let. And nope, out.
Me too.
You never know. We both thought
Again.
The Hasey's been great.
it was huge.
Yeah.
Hasey's been money.
Yeah.
What makes him so good?
He's just funky, man. Like
Yeah, he
even
is a
playing
little
catch with him sucks.
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
played.
Does he have movement? A lot of movement on his stuff, or is it just you just can't pick it
No,
up?
it's moving.
Yeah, he's the
Break-
plague.
big breaking
no one
ball?
wants to play
Yeah.
catch with him.
What is it like
Nobody
a-
wants to play catch.
He's the plague. We literally call him the plague.
Yeah.
Who is
The
his
plague?
catch partner?
Yeah, 'cause
Who
we
is
don't-
his catch partner?
Normally Drew Finley.
Our
Is that
assistant
it?
pitching coach.
Nobody wants to play good. It's like,
Nobody wants to play with him. Nobody wants to play catch. That's bullshit. I tell you what, though. Watching pitchers warm up gives me anxiety. I'm like, no way do I want to play catch with any pitcher who is in their windup and throwing hard-ass breaking balls 60 feet away from me on a flat ground.
I love watching him like catch it and move out of the way, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good one though.
Yeah. Getting shinned up. Like, yep, that was good. Let me get it back to you. Like, that's brutal.
Please don't throw it again. Yeah, you're done with those.
me and him are throwing partners, so it's
Yeah.
like we have the simplest catcher team ever.
What
I
do y'all
believe
do?
in saving the arm.
Yeah,
Save the bullets.
Hey,
the bullets.
So we're
Game time
literally-
only.
Game time only.
we haven't gone past 90 feet the whole season.
Yeah.
Throwing.
That's so great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So y'all don't have so there's no like set throwing program for y'all?
No, he like talked about one and like he mentioned it.
Yeah, he mentioned it passing by. Hey, by the way,
We
no, I'm
put
not
it in
doing
the
that.
program.
Yeah.
Other people are doing it.
Everyone else does it. We don't.
We're the first ones done play catch every
Yeah,
single
every
time.
So there's no. He doesn't make y'all throw. Obviously, y'all are shoving. So like, I'm sure he's
Nah,
he's okay with it. As long as y'all stay healthy, he's good.
Yeah.
How do y'all like Corey, trainer?
Oh, he's cool.
Corey's the
Yeah,
best.
he's cool, dude.
Yeah,
He's
awesome.
the best. He was there.
He's
I
so
didn't-
chill.
Yeah, his he was there after I got there.
Yeah.
Our trainer is now the head football trainer at
I'm sure
LSU.
you probably met him.
Bo
Lowry.
Lowry. You ever met Bo?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's like the head of it all, but he used to be our trainer. And then he was a trainer with the Saints, and then came back and took over the LSU stuff. But yeah, Corey's the man.
Yeah,
He's
he
good
is.
stuff.
He's a cool guy. He helps us out a lot.
You got anything else for these guys?
That's it.
This is good. This is fun. See, I can see why. Like, Jay said, your laugh is contagious. He said, I can hear you on the him. on
Wait,
the bus
time out.
always
First off,
laughing.
he said he didn't tell us what. He said you're always like watching stuff on your phone. What are you watching? What are you laughing at over there? On these
Hideki?
bus rides.
Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. No, actually, I'm not gonna ask you.
Ask him.
Razelman said that you are not a drinker.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone
Good for
thinks
you.
so. I just go with it, but
Good for you, though.
I don't.
Good for you.
same. You just gotta wear it sometimes.
Yeah, that is not true.
I know that's
That is not true. What is the reason? Is there a reason? Is there like a?
Nah, I just never got into it, and I have a great time without it.
I love that.
He's always the laugh.
Learn more.
We'll
Learn
hang out
from
after the show.
learn more from him.
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
You don't
learning
need,
from
you don't
me,
need a
too.
drink to have fun, Lloyd.
That's not true. You
That's
can.
that's not true.
Look, he has a great time.
Yeah.
See?
Kobe had a good time.
Yeah, but you didn't. Oh, maybe you were drinking.
I did get a little sip.
You took some whiskey. Lloyd likes to steal my whiskey from my house.
I did. I drank your Wellers.
See?
One for me, one for Kobe.
Yeah. Oh, you gave me put it in his bowl.
Yeah.
Put it in my dog. His dog
He
bowl.
wouldn't go to sleep.
I wonder why. I wonder why he slept all day.
That's what my mom did to me.
I can see why. I can see the results of that.
Big brain.
Big brain. Big brain.
1944 World Series.
Yankees.
You're just guessing.
I mean, that's when they had won 5 in a row.
No.
How's he do that?
Joe DiMaggio era.
MVP. Joe DiMaggio. Joe D.
Probably.
Speaking
I don't
of
know who won that
drinkers.
MVP.
The Dodgers won it in 44.
Dodgers? Okay. I was off.
Wow.
See, I told you I don't know all of them. It's like 80%.
I
said
mean,
it
he
with such
knows
conviction.
way more than I know.
1990 to current day, I can do them all in a row, though.
1990.
To current Reds.
The Reds.
Yeah.
The big red
Big Red
machine.
Machine. Joe Morgan.
Nice. How's your guy? The elbow.
I just
So
liked
he's
him on
good.
the call. Great voice.
What happened to him?
I don't know.
I don't know, but he was good.
No, but he. I mean, I don't know if he's dead now, but he was. They got done. Like they let him go. TBS, right?
He was on ESPN.
No, he was on ESPN.
Oh, okay.
He was like the
Jeez.
beginning of like the ESPN like midweek broadcast. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Who did the TBS stuff?
That was Chip Carey. He was on WGN with the Cubs, and then he got...
Harry Carey?
Oh, if the moon were made of spare ribs, would you eat them? I know I would. It's a deep blast to left field.
They don't even know who Harry Carey is.
I know Harry Carey.
Okay.
I know.
Big glasses.
Yeah.
Drinker.
All right, I'm letting these guys go. We kept them long enough. This is great. This is fun.
Yeah.
Come back anytime y'all want.
That's fine.
I mean, when y'all keep listen. I'm not just saying this. Ever since Jay Johnson has come on here, and ever since y'all have come on, the team players that have come on the show, y'all have gotten hot. That's all I'm saying. So you were one of the OGs. You and Razelman were like the first two OGs on the show. Everyone else kept big leaguing the fuck out of me.
We always have class 10:30.
You didn't ask me though. So.
No, I didn't. I did not. But the only reason.
Big league to me.
The reason. The only reason I stopped asking is because they said, "Hey, this is a bad time." Like the time, the 11 to 1's a bad time. I'm like, okay, well Mondays I feel like you are off, and then I forgot about
Sports
school.
and Society, 11 to 1.
Yeah, I forgot about some school, but now,
D. Jacobson.
what's that?
Does she?
I don't know.
I have a bone to pick.
She
with
does?
D.
Yes.
D watches the show. Let's go. Let's go.
Look at me now, D. You tried to fail me. You couldn't do it.
I like
Why I
D. I had
can't
no
come
problem
in.
with D.
Oh, we have a bone to pick.
We all have her class, so if we come in, she's gonna see us on there.
Well, tell her that you're doing this for.
Tell her she
This
can
is like
come
a.
too.
It's a project.
Yeah, bring her on.
Ask her about
Yeah.
extra credit and see what she says.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, you weren't an athlete, that's why she didn't like you.
I know that. They clustered everybody, put all the athletes together.
Be salty about it one time.
Who's
huh?
they? Who's they?
D. Jacobson.
She doesn't make the class.
Oh, she rules the roost.
No, it was our academic advisors. They get in there and they put us all together.
Hey.
Yeah. Who is y'all's
They
academic
tried to
advisor?
make me fail. I prevailed.
Oh yeah, Taylor Dennehy.
She's pretty good.
She does her job.
Okay. That's
Oh,
all.
yeah.
That's all you need.
asked for.
That's all you need
all
just
you
to do your job. Our academic advisor was great. I used to call. Last
Check
story
accounts?
before I go. Huh?
Check accounts.
No comment.
Nice.
I called the Saints won the Super Bowl in 2009. This is my freshman year, and we went to New Orleans to watch the Super Bowl, and they won it. And I called my academic advisor, and this was my freshman year. I said, "Hey, Becca, just let you know, like I'm not coming to school tomorrow. Like I'll miss class. So if there's class checkers,
Becca was great.
like I'm not there." She says, "All right, I got y'all covered. No class checkers for indoor classes for the next day." She took care
Becca
of
was
us.
great. Hey, she was.
But now listen, if you fuck up, she'll let you know it. But like we got that, it was a nice mutual respect. She was great. I'm sure y'all's academic advisor is just as good. Okay, no comment.
Very good.
Unless it's a D. Then
She's not.
great.
She's a
not.
teacher.
She's a
I know what she is.
She has some deep root issues right there for
Oh,
you.
there's a dent in my car still. Punched it.
Is that from D though? I think that's probably from some other things.
No.
No. Okay.
She wouldn't take my extra credit work. She said I printed it out in class, but there's no printer in there. And so I tried to turn it in after class. Like, you could have just done this. I was like, no. How is that possible? It's in my hand. I just was respectful.
Because you
Went
seem
to
like
the
you were
end
very
class.
Boy,
calm.
I
You
did
seem
the
like you were very
exact same
calm and
thing in there.
reasonable.
She said, "Oh, this is great."
I bet she did, Jared Mitchell.
All right, I'm gonna let the boys out of here. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Thank you.
We're gonna take a little bit of a break, get y'all out of here. Like I said,